The simple thought I recognized. Can't you see their beauty in my mind?
Back with another grand adventure with our friend Shitbots and others. We left off with in Chinatown. We were talking to, I guess, a lady that was like highly resounded or looked at upon her community, and we were trying to get her vote for whatever political group we're a part of, which is kind of interesting. You know, our character never struck me as one that was for politics, but as some of her answers were given, she kind of seemed like she wasn't like super into politics. She just kind of was doing it to have something to do. Like I find her lifestyle's a little strange. I mean, if you were in a coma for, I hear it was quite a while. I think it was like a year or more. Well, the first thing you do is jump back into like politics if you had like no passion for it, and then on top of it, like her life seems pretty like boring. She had gotten a boyfriend really quick. Like I don't know. I mean, I'm not judging per se. I'm just kind of confused why she would take those choices in life. I don't know. If it were me, I would probably go out and try to experience life. I mean, being in a coma is kind of like having a near-death experience. You might not have come back out of it. You might as well try to experience life to its fullest, no? I don't know. I'm probably overthinking things as I normally do. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the guy that I guess works with our like political office or whatever. He had a cool looking head.
I'm here to give you directions, miss.
Thank you, Mr. Crow Cowboy. I think I need to go back to headquarters because I got her support.
We buy take the Uminska campaign headquarters. Where's the Propas synagogue?
Salam shalom howdy. The Propas synagogue is located in the souk, also known as the Shurk. That sure is confusing. It was a pleasure serving you this fine day, miss.
You know, that's one thing that kind of like confuses me. It's a synagogue. Like, it's a synagogue and it's your campaign headquarters? Have religion and, like, political stances become one at this point? Like, in the future? Are they the same thing? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Are you a robo-cop? I will sucker punch you, good sir. Take your gun and throw you into the river. Don't tempt my patience. Honestly, with all that gear on, you probably sink like a damn rock. Oh well, back to headquarters. Just stuck to this guy. What's my next mission, sir? Oop.
Baruti might be the happiest man in Europolis. Nothing ever gets him down. He's like a human robot of happiness.
Oh, with that hairstyle and that possible billboard tie, it could be true. He is literally a walking billboard for this campaign. Let me talk to you!
What's on your mind, Sissy?
I don't know. I was actually coming to you for answers.
Most people I know have an ambivalent relationship with Europolis, but Baruti seems to be very happy here. I wonder if that's just Shurk. I don't know much. Most people I know have an ambivalent... I don't get your enthusiasm for Europolis, Baruti.
You've only been here a few months, Sissy. It takes time to understand Europolis. It has a complicated, fragmented soul. Every district is its own organism. I find Propas fascinating. More so than the other districts I've lived in. Dresden, Gdansk, even Berlin. Propast has an old soul. There's real history here. But it's also where history is being rewritten. Where the new Europe is actually happening. That's another reason why I came here for the campaign. Propast is like a barometer for Europolis as a whole. Whichever direction the wind blows in Propast, the rest often follows.
Will you stay here after the campaign is over?
I don't know what Leia and the party has planned for me, if we take office. I'm not sure my future is in politics. But I won't abandon my duty if I'm asked to serve. I'll stay in Europolis for certain, Unless Wolf wins. Then, I don't know. Anything but going south. I want to keep a safe distance from father and the family business.
You know, when I started this quest, I don't think it was supposed to be that way, but when I started this quest, I was standing so close to him. It looks like they're about to have that moment right before they kiss. It's just like talking so passionately. She's like, yes, oh, love me here. It's like, you got a boyfriend, supposedly.
There's work to do and I can't be late. Professor gets really annoyed if he's cooking and I miss dinner time.
Meh.
I don't know much I should get. Sounds like
travel.
Baruti's been around the world and back. I'm jealous. Before the coma, I don't know. I didn't care as much. I was happy staying put. And now that I want to travel more, I can't afford it. Figures.
Isn't that the truth?
I should get going. Sounds like you're lucky to
Let's
have
talk to him
traveled
about
a lot.
travel.
I don't know if I'd say I've traveled a lot, but I have traveled. When I was part of the family business, I regularly did business across Africa, the kingdom, and the conglomerate. It made me realize how lucky I was to grow up in Botswana and South Africa. The freedom and prosperity we enjoy in the African Union, the resources, fresh air, lack of pollution. I miss that. Most of all, Africa is a paradise. And you don't think about it until you see how it is elsewhere. How people are hungry, cold, with no easy access to implants or gene therapy.
I really miss Africa. Especially when it's like this, boiling hot and humid. Does it ever get better?
Better? Never. Well, maybe for a month in spring and autumn. But winter here is bitter and wet. And in summer, it's like this every day. Not a breath of fresh air. No, you must learn to appreciate Europolis for its strengths and not compare it with home, Zizi.
I don't know much about Baruti and his life before we started working together. We've been friendly, but he knows a lot more about me than I do about him. And I am curious.
Well, if you work with him, you might want to know.
What did you do before you came to Europolis?
I was a lawyer. Can you believe it? Corporate law even. Eish.
Yeah, no, I can't see it.
I was good too. I managed the family's trust in Johannesburg. My older brothers run things from Francistown, Gaborone, and the City of London.
How many brothers do you have?
4. And 3 sisters. We are 8 altogether. Same father, different mothers.
You're the youngest.
Youngest boy. I have 2 younger sisters. Twins. They aren't involved in the family business. But my older sister, Lesedi, is. We don't speak. She did not approve of my change of heart.
What happened?
What can I say? I finally saw what I was doing with my life. Existing only for myself. Obsessed with money, power, status. Also, I didn't agree with some of the investments we were making. The lack of ethics. So, one day I left it all behind. My job, my family, my fiancée. I had to make a clean break. It was too easy to simply fall back into the good life. I had to learn to struggle.
You don't miss them?
Every day, Sissy. Every day. I speak to Gosego from time to time, my second oldest brother, and the twins, of course. But the rest? They were disappointed and angry. They didn't understand. Never will.
So he seems like a pretty cool guy. He seems like, you know, he's had a lot of life changing decisions that he had to make to try to better himself because he wasn't happy with where he was. I mean, that's pretty cool. I can relate. I know a lot of people in life are not happy with where they are, what they're doing, and they want to take that leap, but, you know, people are like, you know, afraid of failure and stuff. And this guy is like, You know, I could have been a lawyer and made lots of money and had the power. And he's like, you know, it wasn't important to me because I wanted to do something that was meaningful. And it's like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
How did you end up working on the campaign?
Just a happy accident. I was working for a charity in Dresden, a support network for homeless teens. I'd only been in Europolis a couple of months. I was still learning the ropes. I honestly had no idea what I was doing. One day, Leia Uminska got in touch, asking how she could be of assistance to our charity. She'd just been elected leader of the party. We got to talking. She told me about her campaign. Of course, I was an arrogant ass. I told her everything I thought they were doing wrong. Humility wasn't in my blood back then. Afterwards, I figured, well, that's the last I'll ever hear from her. 2 weeks later, I get an offer from her campaign manager. They want me to join her team in Gdansk.
That must have been a good feeling.
I was scared, Sissy. I left Botswana because I was tired of doing things just for myself. I came to Europolis to help others. Maybe do some good. For once. And now, suddenly, here I was. Part of a movement to change the world. I wasn't prepared for it. But I couldn't say no. And I haven't for a single moment regretted that decision.
How well do you know Uminska?
I've known her for several years, professionally. It's not like we're friends. Although she did take me out to dinner once, to thank me for my help. She's guarded, not the warmest person in the world. I think that's where we need to improve. Help her to open up and be more human. Get voters to see the person behind the mask. I really do think she's the right person to run Europolis. And not just because the alternatives are so disturbing.
Every time I watch Konstantin Wolf speak, I get the shivers. The bad ones.
They don't call him Kaiser Konstantin for nothing. And Leia, Miss Uminska, she knows him better than most. She has to constantly stand up to him and his hooligans. She has to deal with incessant insults and slandering without sinking to his level. I don't envy her that position. She's not perfect. No one is. But she is the person in the world I respect the most, and I will follow her through thick and thin, to the very end. I owe her that.
But is she worth following? That's her poster over there on the wall. Hey. It's kind of like normal politics. I noticed they're writing... You know, Robot, you've been at that for like a few days now. Like, I don't think it's coming off, bud. You know, your incessant squeaking in the background is annoying at best, and you're still not cleaning it. Move along, Robot! Oh well.
Konstantin Wolf is Uminska's biggest opponent, and Baruti's nemesis. I don't know what he'd do if Wolf won the election. Probably leave and head back south. Are you worried Wolf could win?
Of course I'm worried. He is a snake. Slippery and venomous. Wolf is a populist, a nationalist, a fascist. He claims he represents the people, but he only represents himself. And, of course, the corporations that are secretly backing his campaign.
I thought Wolf was anti-corporate. That's what he says in the ads.
That man has a lot of plunder. Millions being channeled into his campaign. Where do you think that's coming from? He has the support of some very powerful people. The same people he bad-mouths in his manifestos.
I don't understand.
It's a show, Sissy. The corporate syndicate knows that Dieter Gross and the Alliance have lost any shred of authority and trust. They made a mistake there, and it's hurt them. With Wolf, they have a new strategy. He pretends to distance himself from the corps in order to represent the working people. He will berate the corps, claim that he's going to clean things up, put power back into the hands of the proletariat. But the truth is, he is even more in the pocket of the syndicate than Dieter Gross and the Blues. It's a brilliant strategy, as long as they can control him.
And you don't think they can?
I think he's more dangerous than they have reckoned with. He's two-faced, manipulative. Once he's clawed his way into power, he's capable of anything. He's created a cult of personality around himself. A very calculated fictional narrative that appeals to a lot of voters unhappy with the state of Europolis. The only thing we can do is try to expose his lies. And
What?
I think I found something. I've been doing a lot of digging. Back in Botswana, I have connections high up in Bokamba Mesa. Family connections. There might be evidence of BM funneling funds into Constantine's campaign, maybe even directly into his personal account. And if that's the case, we might finally have some real dirt on Kaiser Constantine. At the very least, it would make people question his integrity and honesty. If we're lucky, maybe even enough evidence for a criminal investigation.
I hope you're being careful, Baruti.
I am. Once I have concrete evidence, I'm giving it to your man, Riza. He can do the story, expose Wolf and his lies.
I'm sure the Hand will be very interested. But Baruti, please just stay low, okay? Kaiser Constantine is evil.
He is. And this is exactly why we have to fight him. We cannot back down, Sissi. To do so would be dishonest and cowardly.
So that was the actual quest line that I had to click on. It's so we can essentially, I guess, find dirt on whether or not this other competitor, whether or not they're doing something shitty behind the scenes. But I just have this like thought in the back of my head. Watch the person that we believe is good be bad and vice versa. You know, it's like, oh yeah, he was a great guy all along, and the person that we're like trying to get into office, we get them into office, they turn out to be like completely batshit insane and just like full lockdown. I actually feel like dream machines are going to play a large role in all of this, like controlling the people or something. It has a lot of modern day messages in it, you know, politics, and earlier on, all the cops everywhere, the lockdowns, the people, the dream junkies are similar to, you know, drug addicts. This game kind of hits on a bunch of like really taboo or small subjects that don't normally make it into video games, or if they do, it's only like one, or it's like a little bit of it, you know, more of an aesthetic. But this game seems to really like hit home on some of the major points of life, which I think makes this game really interesting. Anyway, let's find out more about his family.
Impressive work. I can't even begin to relate. Makes me wish I'd had siblings growing up. Well, I did. I just never knew. I can understand how he'd miss them all, especially the twins. Sounds like they were close. What do your younger sisters do?
Ah, the twins. They are wonderful, Sissi. You'd like them. They also jumped ship. Left the family business, but I don't think Father ever expected them to be a part of it. They live in Ireland now.
They're Neo-Luddites.
Anarcho-primitives.
Cool. A friend from uni went feral for a few years. She told me all about it after she reintegrated. Apparently, there's no trains and the tribal council forbids air traffic.
There's one old ferry that runs daily from Liverpool, but that's all. And there's no wire connection to Ireland. We don't get to talk often, unfortunately.
What about your other siblings?
They're all in the family business. Corporate lawyers, financiers, like Father. My oldest sister Lesedi is second in command. When Father retires, she takes the reins. He keeps a tight leash on everyone, and when he can't, he cuts you off.
Your mother too?
We see each other now and then. But to Father, she was just another in a long line of baby mothers. Bought and paid for. They are separated. She shares an estate with the other ex-wives. It's an odd arrangement, but Mother knew what she was getting into. She's been well compensated. I think she's happy. in her way. Hey, what can I say? My family is crazy, dysfunctional. It's what I wanted to escape from, Sissy. I didn't want to keep living that life, and I'm not one of them anymore.
I have a friend like that. But, you know what? It's understandable.
I
It
should
is
get going.
understandable.
There's work to do and I can't be late. Reza gets really annoyed if he's cooking and I miss dinner time. See you later, Baruti.
Okay, Sissy. I'll see you later.
Later, Baruti, my glowing head amigo. Like, I really like his hairdo. That's like really cool looking. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to replace that on my head or not, but then again, if that, what if it's color change? Like, can you like press a button and make it change colors? That'd be actually pretty cool. Have just like a raving disco on his head. That'd be kind of funny. Goes to the clubs and starts raving, and it like just like pulses different colors with the music. And then there's you. Holographic Mohawk ×3. Alright. I don't have any idea where I'm heading. I know I'm supposed to be finding out stuff about him, but where does that send me? So,
Unless you're on your way
we've gone a
somewhere,
long
I advise you
journey
to
since
stay
we
on the
started
field.
this game. We started out we started out in a coma, and then we slowly moved into, you know, back into like quote-unquote reality, which I still kind of question whether this is reality. I mean, how would you know if if dream machines are a possibility? Couldn't you technically be hooked up into a artificial reality? You think you're living reality, but it's really a dream? Perplexing question. But anyway, we've come through here. We've bartered with different wine connoisseurs to get into Madame somebody's little boathouse over there. And we were supposed to find her friend, who supposedly isn't doing well. But the little old lady is very mysterious herself. Who is she? Why does she like us? Is she willing to use us like everybody else? Like, it makes you wonder, who can you trust in this world? Is anybody trustable? Well, we're just gonna have to go to our crow cowboy friend and find out.
Vienna. 2 nights in the
I remember the little shitbot guy. He's like, yay, I've got friends! Pigeons! Yay! I'm surprised there's that many around people. Oh, look at that! They move when I get near them now. I don't think they did that before. Neat.
Hey, you lost? No problem. I can get
Alright,
you
so...
anywhere in Propass.
Alright, I'm here.
Vienna gets special treatment.
Sunshine Plaza by
Wait a minute. If I'm here, then and it's over there. So I passed it? Oh, hell. I'm gonna probably go every way but the right way. But you know what? There's a lot of cool stuff to look at. The White Swallow. That sounds so wrong. Bar and club. Wish I could go into some of these buildings. System shutdown. So the subway system's been shut down. I wonder why that is. And then that's a dream machine place, isn't it? Yeah, House of Dreams. And then you got the crazy lady over here with the pink eyes and whatnot. Can I go in here?
A building filled with dream machines? Yeah, no.
Oh, come on. I just want to browse. Didn't say I had to use any of them. You see, I feel like I'm just getting farther away from where I need to be.
Nella is the only Marxist I know. I guess she has the energy and commitment of a whole apartment building. Still just one vote, though.
Hey, man. You back off. He's a normal dude. Stop holding your guns at him.
Eyes everywhere. I've never seen so
Okay,
many.
here's the plan. I'm gonna knock him. I'm gonna hit him over. I'm gonna knock him over, and I want you to run. All right? All right.
So sorry.
Ah! Yeah. Well, you're on your own.
Excuse me.
I have no clue. What the fuck? Where am I going?
I'm walking here.
I'm walking here. Hey man, I'm walking it!
They won't let anyone through those checkpoints without authorization, and to get authorization, you need to cross the checkpoints. Kafka would be so proud.
Well, a lot of good that does me. Guess I'll go this way, maybe I can
I'm
go.
a bit creeped out by the talking bins. Why do they talk? What shadowy masters do they serve?
The trash cans speak.
Talking, walking, incinerating garbage bins. Granted, I haven't seen them walking, but I'm sure they do. Late at night, when no one's looking.
Yeah, I'm starting to worry more about your sanity.
You'll get your sweets, I'd say. A couple of days, week at most.
As long as you deliver. What do you want?
Anda, what the fuck are you doing here?
Looking for you?
What the hell for? Scheisse, no matter. I need you to not be here now, Zoe. I didn't take you for a party parasite.
Fuck this. I didn't know you'd bring friends to the party.
Hey, just... Oh, for fuck's sake. Puta Tupek, what are you doing here?
I was just... You weren't at the cart, so I went looking.
You went looking? Are you spying on me, Zike?
Jesus, Ensparnella, no. I wanted to ask you about Hannah Roth.
Hannah? Hannah? What the hell for?
I need to find her.
That doesn't answer my question, and you won't find her. She's... Shaiza, just stop. Stop looking, stop asking, and stop following me. This is not something you want to get involved in. Just let it go, and go. Get out of here. You're not going to find Hannah, and you're not going to ask me about her again. Go, get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm
Hannah Roth
we're
will have to
gonna
wait,
talk about this.
No matter how worried Queenie may be. Nella's in a foul mood, and I'm not about to go poking her with a sharp stick.
Why not? Return to Baruti at the... Shit, I was just there. Alright, whatever.
You need to wake up.
Alright, back into the slums and to our headquarters, which... Why is our
Mr. London ain't
headquarters...
too happy with how you're messing about in his barrios, Sozy.
Easy, cousin.
I ain't your
I'm not-
cousin, mate. I ain't your mate, neither. Mr. London says you ain't never asked for his blessings, Colo. Mr. London, he ain't too happy about that, him. Mr. London says it's disrespectful.
Tell Mr. London that I'm not messing with anything. I'm just running a political campaign. Maybe if we could have a civil discussion about this instead
Oi,
of...
Essie, you talk to me, not to Mr. London. No one talks to Mr. London. And there's no discussion to be had. We have no use for your commie comrades in Propast. In this barrio, we vote wolf.
I see what's going on. This isn't about TEF or respect, is it? It's about Kaiser Constantine and his Fascio army. How much is he paying you, brother? Upset that Leia Ominska is not willing to stoop to his level and pay you off? You're just a cheap crook, London. Serving whichever master pays you the...
Nah, I'm not letting this. Back the fuck
What does
off.
that mean?
Otherwise, don't get involved, Suka. You just get your fresh messed up. Wouldn't look too good with a broken pith, huh?
I didn't understand any of that,
Oh.
but if you don't let him go, I'm calling the police.
A pala? Shice 'em in there. You think the police are going to interfere? Do you know who this is? This is Mr. London. And he owns the Buller in Propast. Now fuck off before I get total anger pissed and decide to...
What you gonna do?
一
What
個
you gonna
旅
do?
行嘅商人，沿途為佢嘅商品叫賣。佢賣武器同埋盔甲。有一日，佢嚟到一個村入邊，裡面住咗一位偉大嘅軍人。我嘅盾牌。
The shield said the salesman is so strong that nothing can pierce it. It will protect a warrior from all harm.
佢可以保護你不受任何傷害。我嘅長矛商人
The
話
spear said the salesman is so sharp that it will pierce any armor, killing your opponent instantly.
將你嘅敵人即刻打倒喺地上。咁點可以啊？
How can it be? Answered the great soldier. that you have a shield that cannot be pierced and a spear that can pierce anything. The two cannot possibly coexist. Paradox.
I don't speak Cantonese.
So the salesman grabbed the shield and the spear. It doesn't matter if the two can coexist, motherfucker. He said, running the great soldier through, killing him. Oh. When I'm the one wielding both.
Just let him go. Please. He's harmless.
And let that be a lesson to you, Kutass. This is Mr. London's barrio, and the sooner you get that through your cocoa, the less mal you'll need to deal with.
See, instantly you want to think that Baruti, the guy over there with the blue head, is your friend and that he's on the right, but that Cantonese speech, the only thing he said, nothing else. It's almost like a poetic kind of like hint at how can essentially two things be perfect, being able to crush one another, but coexist at the same time. He is obviously talking in metaphor about something that's going on right now. So are my thoughts about whatever her name is, what is it? This lady versus that guy, like kind of like representations of the shield and the spear? Is he saying that it's not what it seems? Am I overthinking things? Probably. Let's find out what he has to say, though.
Jesus, Baruti, are you okay?
I think so. Thanks for speaking up, Zoe. I appreciate it. Although, I'm not sure it was the smartest thing to do. You're on his radar now.
I couldn't just stand by and
Screw
watch.
him.
Are you sure you're all right?
I am. But I'm not going anywhere tonight. I'm just going to watch Leia's stream note from the office.
Do you need anything? You don't have to stay here by yourself, you know. I can stay, or you can come home with me.
I'm fine, Sissy. Really.
Ooh la la.
They were just trying to scare me. Mission accomplished. They're not coming back. Not today, at least. We can worry about tomorrow.
Okay. About Queenie and...
Let's talk about that tomorrow, too. Right now, I just want to sit down with a cup of hot tea and enjoy a rousing speech.
I understand. But, Baruti, please lock the door. And ring if there's anything.
I won't argue with you there. See you on Thursday, Sissy.
Take care, Baruti.
He seems like a really nice guy, and you want to trust him, you want to like him, but if anything I've realized about real people and video games, it's the person you often don't expect that is the most evil. So, instead of going home, I want to explore. Oh, I can explore this, can I?
Our campaign office. It's a hole in the wall, but Baruti has made it a very presentable hole in the wall. Our campaign office. It's a hole in the wall, but Baruti has made it a very presentable hole in the wall.
Hey, little robot dude, you finally got it clean. It only took you like a week, but okay. Well, good job. Updated goals. Reza is making dinner. Head home to your apartment in the Sun and Shine Sheen Plaza Terrace. However the hell you say that. Alright, go away. Well, I thought they were going to let us go into the headquarters, but it does not look like that's the case.
I don't think there's a service today.
Can I go in, though?
I don't think there's a service today.
Alright, well. Looks like we're heading back. Maybe I should have hit the go home option. Maybe it was just to keep me over here rather than bring me straight home. But then again, I don't know.
I'm a rootin', tootin', 6-barrel shootin', map totin' crow cowboy.
You know, those people that I interrupted trying to beat down Mr. Baruti, they're probably gonna take me out now. They're probably gonna drop me at the bottom of this river with cement shoes. Where's the gun store? Can we go buy ourselves like a, you know, a shotgun or a taser? Or, I mean, we are in the future now. Can I have like a laser pistol? You know? No? Maybe I can just get like contacts that shoot lasers from my eyes. Mr. Brody's got them bright blue eyes, man. Starting to think he can shoot lasers. You never know. Yes. Yes. Ooh, cocoa chai. I do like my tea, man. You're giving me the right ads now. And isn't that the internet of today? Monitoring what you do so they can give you better ad experiences. Alright, here we are at home. Let's go on in. So supposedly Reza, her boyfriend's supposed to be cooking dinner for us. That's lovely. What are we having? Something good, I hope. Ramen noodles? Maybe a side of soup on the side? You know what? Let's just have ramen soup. Alright.
Hey.
Hello.
Ooh, smells good. What are you making?
Risotto. Come over here.
Are you a secret agent? Are you a...
Nice to see you too.
Aw.
I needed that.
Why? What's going on?
We had a real scare at the campaign office.
What happened?
Baruti got pushed around by Mr. London's goons and London himself.
Jesus, is he okay?
He's fine. He's probably fine.
How about you? Are you okay?
Probably
okay.
not.
They didn't touch me.
But you got involved.
I had to. I couldn't just let them do that to Baruti.
I really wish you'd stayed out of it. You don't know what those people are capable of.
They're just cowards.
Cowards with the might of the syndicate behind them.
Still just cowards. Look, I'll be okay. They wanted to scare Baruti. Nothing's gonna happen. They're not gonna come after me.
About earlier. I'm sorry I pushed your therapy buttons. I didn't mean to pry.
Don't worry about it, Rez. I was tired. I'm okay talking. Really. And I do feel better.
It's helping?
It's helping. Mostly because of you.
Let's hope you don't change your mind after this risotto.
How was your day?
Not as interesting as yours. I published that bingo piece. Now I'm following up the leads on the clampdown.
It's getting ridiculous out there. Everyone's on edge.
I know the campaign work is important to you, but you need to be careful about getting involved in local affairs. Even Sully doesn't want us to write too much about what's happening here in Propast.
If you stop reporting things because you're afraid of what will happen, you're censoring yourself.
We need to pick our battles. Like that Mr. London business. He shakes businesses down, runs the local black market. Bad, sure, but not corporate level bad. Or Kaiser Constantine bad.
I guess.
I'm not happy about it either, but sometimes you need to let the small fish go in order to catch the bigger fish.
I get that. Maybe I'm an idealist.
We both are. But I'm also a realist. And I really wish you'd drop the campaign work. Hey, come over here and taste this.
I don't like his tone. But it's not the first time we've had this argument, and I'm tired. I want to have a quiet evening. I should just let it go.
You know, I think he has your best interest in mind. I think he wants you to drop it, I think, more so because he's worried there's something bad's gonna happen, which, if he cares about you, you know, that's understandable. You know, he could try to be a little more understanding and realize that you're your own person, though, and that you make your own decisions. But I think everything that he says, at least, seems to be coming from his heart, which is good. What's the other one say?
Don't like his tone, and it's not the first time we've had this argument. Sometimes Reza can be so controlling. I don't like it.
See, that's the other part I worried about. Like, part of me would just be like, you know, let it go, because what he says doesn't really matter, and you can still do whatever the hell you want. And arguing with somebody about it at this point is kind of pointless. And if he's like controlling to the point that it's suffocating, or he's controlling to the point that he doesn't appreciate you as a person, then why are you with him? Like, I don't feel like either one of these is like a perfect answer, but if I had to lean towards one, I don't think fighting about it more when I think his heart's in the right place would be better.
It's not the first.
Ignoring Reza will affect your relationship. Oh, listen to that ominous music.
He's never been supportive of the campaign work, but I know he doesn't understand why I'm volunteering. I can't say I understand it either. Politics was never me. I wish he'd be supportive regardless. I don't understand it, but I need it.
That's true. He should be supportive regardless if he understands it or not.
He's never been supportive of the campaign work, but I don't want to fight. It won't lead anywhere good. And I don't even understand why it's so important to me. But it makes me feel better about myself, like I'm being proactive, making a difference.
See, if it were me, I would say screw campaign work, because I don't feel like the best person's gonna win. It's more of a picking the least evil of the two choices, or 5 choices, or however many there are in this game. He's never been supportive of the campaign work, but I don't want to fight. It won't lead anywhere. Versus,
I know he doesn't understand why I'm volunteering. He's never been supportive of the campaign. I know he doesn't understand why I'm volunteering. I can't say I understand it either. Politics was never me.
I think going to bed angry and just being like, nah, nothing's wrong, forget about it, letting it go is good, depending on how she handles that. But I'm gonna say let it go.
So come over here and taste this. I promise it'll be worth your time.
Alright. What is this? The balance has shifted.
How is it?
It's good. Really good. I can't wait to eat. I'll pay you back afterwards.
For what?
Cooking the best dinners, being the best boyfriend, knowing how to make me feel better.
Do we have to wait until after dinner?
Won't the risotto be ruined?
Is that important?
Not in the slightest.
Oh. Oh la la. Oh, that ended well, I guess, but Wolf, the boyfriend, is wearing a wolf shirt. So they have differing political views, and we're being stalked by some corporate-looking guy. Uh-oh. We're on the run, guys. Like, we gotta get our crew together, okay? We gotta get Shitbot, we gotta get the eye patch lady, and the really big guy that's a mute, and we're gonna kick some ass. Oh no! And then let's get the chef lady that works our little cart that hates everybody. With this crack team force, we shall take out anyone who stands. We will start our own government. Interlude: another place and another time. What's going on? Did we go to the past? Like, this looks very different. Okay, there's a little kid or a baby, I guess. What the? Oh my god, I'm controlling the kid. What is this?
Sleeping, playing, plotting our downfall. I don't know. She's in a crib and she's being suspiciously quiet.
Good. That's good.
Okay, so it's a baby girl.
How's the story coming?
Don't ask.
All right. So when can I read it?
Don't ask.
All right then.
Alright, guys. Well, I think I'm going to end it off here because I have no idea what's going on. See you guys next time. What the hell? This game has too many left turns. Why?
We'll live as one family in a sweet harmony.